Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, my name is T and I like to play The Sims. Today we are renovating this cute little house in Tortosa, and the reason why I wanted to do just a small, simple, quick renovation is because I wanted to check out one of the new kits that came out on Thursday, I think it is, and it's the Sleek Bathroom Kit, which is a creator kit. So yeah, let's just dive into that. I'm just kind of getting an overview of what the house looks like and the layout that has been used for that house, I guess. I just kind of, that's kind of how I work. I just look at it from all angles, and while I think, what can we change? How can we improve that? How can I make it look a bit better and maybe use the space a little bit better, while also considering that we are trying to be realistic, and I sometimes have to remind myself, we are trying to stay realistic and be realistic when it comes to the renovations. That being said, I often knock down walls, so I don't know how realistic that is, but it's just what it is. And here I'm just quickly going through a few items of that new kit. I love that sink. Everything looks so sleek and so fancy. I mean, who wouldn't want to get soaked in that tub and to spend hours there reading or watching your comfort show? I really like the shape of the mirror, and for the first time we have toilet brushes. And I know this is such a little thing, but I was always wondering, why don't we have toilet brushes as decorative items? And now we finally have that. And also the glass screens, I think a lot of people are going to use that all the time. But we're gonna go get to that later. Now we're trying to adjust the outside of the house a little bit, make it more, I guess, what I always do is I look how much the windows cost and the doors and whatnot, because you can already save a lot of money by just simply switching it to more cost-effective doors and windows. And I'm trying to make the outside look a little bit more interesting and not just with one color. So I added the brick wall that came with I think high school years in a pale reddish color to kind of fit the surroundings. And I really like that door from, I think it must be for rent. I really like the blue, kind of gives a little bit of a coastal vibe, I feel like. And here I'm switching out the windows for more affordable options. Yes, they're not as intricate and don't have all those fancy little decorative things on it, but it'll do. Because I didn't really have an idea of who's gonna live in that house, but eventually while I was renovating it, I thought maybe this is a house for a single mom. She starts over, the relationship with her kid's father didn't work out, so she moved to Tortosa to start a new life, and she obviously won't be able to afford a super big, super fancy, super expensive house. So that's kind of what we were going for. And here I'm knocking down the walls, which in real life costs a lot of money. And then putting them up again also costs a lot of money. But we will ignore that for this. And here I'm just kind of placing just random pieces of furniture to make sure that the size of the room actually is doable. So it's not too squished or too big. And we can just maximize the space that the layout of the house has. On the left side, the kids' bedroom, I kept like it was in the original, but I swapped the bedroom with the bathroom because I thought it makes more sense to have the bathroom in between the two bedrooms, so you can kind of both use them and have, I mean, I guess it's not really an ensuite because they're both using it, but it's also kind of an ensuite, I guess. I think it's called a Jack and Jill bathroom because it has two bedrooms that is attached to it. Anywho, I thought that would make more sense. And then I changed the entrance just a little bit because I thought we could use that little corner as a kitchen and then have a seating area there or a dining area. And then the other side of the house is going to be the lounge area with the TV, a little desk with obviously a computer, and also I think I end up putting that little craft table for kids there. So it's just everything is in there. And I thought it made, excuse me, I thought it made a lot more sense to put the entrance door on that side and not where it used to be, just to maximize the use of the space of this smaller house. And yeah, this is just placement furniture to figure out the basic layout, and often I swap it, like swap as in like here in the bathroom it's possible that the shower is going to end up somewhere else, but the actual side of the room will work because I have placed that furniture down. And here I'm adding a few more windows. I like doing that also whenever I have figured out the layout, because then you can better gauge and guess how many windows you need and where you need to put them. You don't want to put them in between a wall. So that's what we're doing here, and I'm adjusting the roof color just a tiny bit because I figured the darker roof color kind of matches better with the fence and the foundation I have chosen. And it really ends up to be a really cute house, and I really love that blue entrance door. It really makes it pop and gives it that coastal vibe kind of. On the inside I stayed pretty neutral. The wall color in the main living area is, I think I end up just using a basic white color. The bedroom is gonna be a bit more pinkish, a bit more romantic and girly, because I'm assuming the woman that lives there just kind of still has not lost hope to find her true and one love. So I feel like that's kind of the storyline that I'm kind of going with this whenever I did that house. Obviously I'm using tiles from the new bathroom kit, and also tiles on the floor from the new bathroom kit. I didn't want to make it in one color, so I kind of have a different floor and a different wall tile. But I think, you know, with the white floor you can basically do whatever you want with the wall color wise. So I think that kind of works out. And then just also a very neutral color for the floor in the main living area. And then we go into the kitchen, and obviously I wanted to technically use different counters, but then I reminded myself it's a budget house. We don't want to go too much over 20,000 simoleons because we still want it to be a starter home. So I kept the base game counters and base game fridge, base game everything basically. I did change it up a little bit by using different cabinets or different colored cabinets up there. But it's a very basic and simple kitchen, but it's functional, it does its job, and whenever you download it and maybe play with your family in there, you can just work your way up and renovate it and maybe even expand it to the sides or up, add another level, so that all of that is very possible. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I really, spoiler alert, really like that new kit. It really, I'm not a big fan of kits, to be honest, and I don't have many. A lot of them that I have, and it's just a handful, were actually free, because every once in a while a few of those kits are free and you just need to download them and not miss out on it. But I bought maybe 2 or 3 kits, and I think this was a good investment. This one and the Book Nook kit are, I think, my 2 favorite kits. And the Book Nook kit just because I love the couch so much that the kit came with. Just love it. But yeah, let's go back to this renovation. I was trying to get a little pop of color and not make it too neutral. And then I realized maybe we should get that blue from the front door tied within the house. Although I kind of feel like I've done a lot of blue recently, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe I've done a lot of, I know I have done some pink colors and yellow. So I'm trying to stay away from those colors for now because I don't want to constantly have yellow kind of colors in my houses. But yeah, we have the horse ranch couch, and then here I thought, you know, if she has a little kid, maybe she just, you know, has a bunch of pillows on the floor, so the kid is gonna sit there and play with their toys or read or whatever while mama is watching whatever her guilty pleasure is. Mine definitely is reality TV, and yeah, my husband unfortunately does not like it, but I love it. And just 90 Day Fiancé is, if you've ever watched it, if you like watching it, let me know down in the comments. It's unhinged at times, but I love it. Yeah, but let's get back to the house. I struggled a little bit with the carpet because, again, trying to stay in the budget and don't make it too blue or too whatever. So I tried out a few different carpets and then used that one from University, which I know it has yellow in it, but you know, it also has blue and green, and it's just very colorful, and I feel like it matches the vibe I'm kind of getting or trying to get with the single mom and her kid. Here we have that creativity table and the desk for mom. Maybe she's a writer, maybe she aspires to be a writer, who knows, maybe she's working part-time, trying to make it in whatever other industry and trying to get her skills up there at night. And I really like that little lamp. I think the first time I actually noticed it was when I played with my off-camera sim where I started a new Runaway Teenage challenge, and she went to the flea market and bought that lamp. But here we are in the kids' room, and since I didn't know, you know, I don't want to be too pinky or bluey or whatever, so I'm just kind of trying to go with more neutral colors. And then obviously there's not that much you can choose from. It's either green or yellow, and I figured that bed is kind of both. And a little fun wallpaper from, I think it's from the high school years expansion pack. Also a little desk so they can do their homework in their bedroom. And then just some decoration and some, you know, just some pictures on the wall to make it less bland and make it an actual kid's room, a lot more colorful than the rest of the house, I guess. And I absolutely love using that little tree there that you put on the wall with the balloons over it. It's so cute. I wish when I was a kid I had that, but I did have, maybe some of you had that too, those stars that you put on the wall or the ceiling, and they illuminate at night or they glow at night. I love that. Maybe we should get that in The Sims too. Anywho, getting a rug in there and a little playhouse or dollhouse made out of paper because it's cheaper and they need to watch their money, I'm assuming. And then the pinkish, romantic-ish kind of looking bedroom for the mother or the father, you know, whatever. And I think that bed is also from high school years. I use that bed quite a lot, but I feel like it matches a lot of the more dreamy kind of Sims, and it just looks very cute. And then one bedside table from the, what was it, City Living, I think it was, the City Living expansion pack. And then I first thought maybe she should just have one bedside table and lamps on the other side, but I think later on I swap it out for a plant just to give it a little bit more green and color in there. And we clutter up we used the new closet from the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. I really love that pattern on it. I also love the floral pattern on it. I probably should have used that one. Oh well. A little chair in the corner so she can sit down sometimes when she puts on boots or whatever, or just to calm down for a minute after work. Obviously she's going to be a bottle girl. She's going to have magazines and all kinds of stuff on her little nightstand, and I don't know why, but I thought that little kid's light, mushroom light or whatever it's supposed to be, I thought that was kind of cute. Maybe she kept it from when her kid was very small. And then whenever the kid got older, they were like, I don't want to have this lamp anymore. So they kind of kept it as a little token and reminder of the earlier years with their kid. And then some makeup and wall decorative items. I usually like those, I don't even know what it is. Is it like, yeah, I don't know. Anywho, I didn't end up using it because I didn't know why, but at this time I didn't really feel like it suited the vibe that I was going for. And then I just put that board there where she puts up ideas, because maybe she's trying to be an interior designer. Maybe she's trying to make it in there while she has a part-time gig at a local store or something, you know, whatever you want to play. And here we are with the new kit for the sleek bathroom. And obviously I had to kind of use the rosé gold colored shower. Being a millennial, we love our rosé gold colored things. It's just, I think it is a really neat little kit, and if you have the money and if you're on the fence about whether you want to get it or not, I would say get it. Treat yourself. The sink is also really nice with the towel and the little basket at the bottom, and you can add toothbrushes or those little decorative items on both sides actually. That little shelf, that one tile shelf is really nice too and really sleek, and you can put it in the shower or over the toilet, wherever you want it. And I think you can also put them next to one another so they create a longer or larger shelf. But it's a really nice kit, and all the colors that come with it are really sleek and just a really, really good little kit with all the items, the towel thing there, and you even get a little plant that you can put around on one of the shelves. But overall, yeah, I think that is a really well thought through kit. And I don't know if that laundry basket works with the laundry expansion pack. I have not tried that. I thought about it, but I ran out of money since I'm already at almost 20,000 simoleons. I could not add a washer and dryer. But let me know in the comments if you've tried that and if it works. And here we're just adding a few more decorative items because I felt like it looks a little too bland, and since we're running out of money, I just figured we'd put kid stuff there that maybe the kid did in preschool, in kindergarten, however old the kid is that you're going to move into the house with. And I realized at that point that we are running out of money. And then I went in and placed this family there from Brave Die 769, Aaron and Madeline Jenkins. And I felt like that's kind of the family that I see living in there. The mother just, you know, trying to make it work, single mom, trying to make it in a new town. She's a romantic, she hasn't lost hope. She is a neat freak, or she's just a neat sim, and she's a good sim. And the kid, Madeline, is an artistic kid and loves animals, and that's just the kind of vibe I guess I had in mind whenever I was renovating the house. And here you see her in the new fancy and sleek bathroom, brushing her teeth like a good adult and a good role model. But yeah, anywho guys, thank you very much for being here with me. If you like this, and just hit the like button, comment, follow, subscribe. You know the drill. Every little bit helps my cute little channel to stay alive a little bit longer. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in one of my next videos. Bye!